Hi, my name is Jared, and I usually when I tell people my name is Jared in the US, I'll tell them that it's Jared like the jewelry store. I used to say Jared like the Subway guy, and for people in the US, they'll get that, and it's you don't really tell that joke anymore. Um, and then my last name's Easley, and I'll say it's easily to remember. And then most people will remember my name when I say that. So Jared Easley. I live in South Florida, but I'm originally from Alabama. But I've kind of moved around. I was a rambling man for a little bit, jumped around and went to different places. I was in the military. I lived in Hawaii and some other some other spots that were fun and not so fun. And then yeah, my wife is originally from Fort Lauderdale. So when I moved to Florida in 2003, I was living in Orlando, and she was a travel nurse, and we met and then we started dating, got married, and now I'm ultimately down here in Fort Lauderdale. I don't think when I was younger, I ever would have imagined myself in South Florida, but absolutely love it now. My daughter is happy to be near grandma and grandpa, and um, yeah, my wife loves it because she's from here and her family's here and her friends are here. And, there's actually a lot of really awesome people and good things about this community down here, and it's very diverse. And so, from coming from Alabama, and then some of the experiences I had post Alabama were, military and things like that. It's kind of neat now to be in a place like Fort Lauderdale where it is so different. Um, that said, podcasting is a passion and I absolutely love it. I started my show when I was in 2013, and that was just for fun. Really, no delusions of grandeur there. Just wanting to see, hey, can I create content and what am I going to talk about? I don't know what that is. So I figured, let me just interview other people so who can share their wisdom and their expertise, and that would bring value. So that's the route that I took and fell in love with it, made a lot of really amazing connections, got ideas for businesses, one of which is Podcast Movement, which is how we have met. And Podcast Movement is the world's largest conference for podcasting. It's also a media company. We do newsletters and we have professional services and we have several other things that we do, but it's just been an absolute blast. In the podcast community back in, I'd probably say around 2013, 2014, you didn't see as much collaboration between niches. So like a comedian wasn't really interacting with a business podcaster, for example. And you see a lot more of that now. And not to toot our horn, but I think Podcast Movement has kind of helped facilitate a lot of those types of collaborations with different niches and different podcasting genres. And because of that, we learn from each other and we get better ideas on, hey, this person's trying this. Let's see what that's like in our space. And so you get some of that crossover, and podcasting is just continuing to grow, and it's an exciting thing, and anyone can do it. And just because anyone can do it doesn't mean it's gonna take off and do amazing. But I love the fact that it's democratized and anyone can do it and anyone can share their voice. And if they're a little creative and they're kind of niche down, they have some opportunity to get noticed and do some good things. So that's in a nutshell. I don't know if that really answered the question like you'd hoped, but that's my answer, and I'll stick with it for now.
It did answer my question. Now,